Now, waterfalls are as ubiquitous in Grenada as wedding chapels are in Las Vegas. One of the most popular are the Annandale Falls. You can bathe right under the actual falls or just take in the beautiful views. But do look out for the Annandale Jumpers Association, a motley collection of guys who put on a real diving spectacular for you. Alternatively, you can visit the less developed but equally picturesque Concord Falls. Set back a little from the roadside, the two falls cascade over 70 feet into the pools below, and it's a great place to take a dip and cool down. If a quiet, relaxing beach holiday is not your cup of tea, then there are plenty of other adventure activities and tourist attractions available for both young and old. Rum is a way of life in the Caribbean, and there are several distilleries on the island that still make rum the traditional way. Perhaps the best example can be found at the River's Rum Factory in the River Antoine estate, where they still use water power to process the sugarcane and charcoal fires to heat the copper fermentation pots. They've been doing this here since 1785. Nearby, there's a cocoa processing factory on the Belmont estate, which is home to both a museum as well as a working farmers cooperative that produces some of the best organic cocoa and chocolate in the world. With guided tours, chocolate tasting, and a restaurant serving lunch and dinner, it's a must for all visiting chocoholics. Way up in the heart of the island is the Grand Atong Forest Reserve, the Grand Atong Volcanic Lake, and the Visitor Center. The lush forest dominates the landscape, but because it's higher up, the temperatures are a little lower than the rest of the island, so it's a great way to get out of the heat if you're suffering. Ideal for hiking and trekking, it's now preserved as a national park to protect the natural environment and has some great views back across the island. Don't forget to watch out for the little Mona monkeys along the way. If seafaring is more your style, there's a great variety of water sports activities catering for every taste, from sailing and snorkeling through to scuba diving. There are a number of places to go explore the undersea world and swim with a myriad of brightly colored fish. You can also catch a leisurely cruise on a luxury catamaran. The best of these is called Shadowfax, and it can actually pick you up and drop you back to the beach at Grand Anse. A great day out. Grenada is known as the Spice Isle, not least because of its trade in nutmeg and mace, which were introduced to the island in 1782 by Sir Joseph Banks, a botanical advisor to King George III. The spices flourished in the tropical conditions and helped to establish the island as a key trading partner, and it is now the second largest producer of nutmegs in the world. One of the world's largest factories for processing and storing nutmegs can be found in Guave on the northwest coast of the island. Well worth a trip, if only to guess at how many millions of nutmegs are stored there. River tubing is another activity for the outdoor jungle types. Based in the Baltazar estate in the north of the island, the tours are guided and it's a safe and fun trip out for the whole family. Sailing down the river, safe inside a large inflatable inner tube is, quite literally, breathtaking. You'll have a ball. For For those of you with green fingers, you must visit a botanical garden during your stay. And one of the best is at Sunnyside Botanic Gardens, set behind the forts in St. George. Although a private residence, your host, Jean Renwick, is usually on hand to guide you around the beautifully manicured grounds, which offer some stunning examples of tropical flowers and trees. In fact, visits to most of the attractions on the island can be arranged by Virgin's local tour partner, Sensation Grenada. These guys really know the island and are able to offer tours and transportation whatever the occasion. Joanna and the team are always on hand to help.